Hello, I'm MildWestCowboy, back again with Ark Survival Evolved on Ragnarok map. Now, last time I was just started the game and just built the basic structure of the raft before adding anything to it. So yeah, now that's done, oh, that meat's cooked now, lovely. And oh, the other one has as well. Yeah. Well, while I'm waiting for daylight, I'll just quickly stick that thatch in there and cook off that last piece of meat. Yeah, I added railings to the side. The ramp I'd already done. I haven't railed off this section yet, but I built a preserving bin and I have some stocks of food in there. The beds I already put down. I built large storage box. It's currently empty. Two refining forges because, well, sometimes one just isn't enough. Um, Water and pestle so I can continue making spark powder and narcotics. And I built a smithy as well as the two fires. So, yeah, when it's daylight, oh, I still haven't reached a level where I could put a saddle on that yet, which is a little unfortunate. But I have seen a large deposit of metal in the area. So before setting off, I will um, harvest a load of metal. But first off, while I remember, I have quite a lot of hide now, and so when I have fibre, I can actually craft hide armor. So, oh, free water. There we go. Quickly top up my water skins. And I'll grab some fibre before I grab the metal. Because even though I've put quite a lot of fortitude into my points into my fortitude, let me just check how much I am. Yeah, I'm at 34 points of fortitude, but I'm still getting really cold. So I'll quickly make up this hide armor and do the fastest clothes change you've ever seen. I'll just dump some of this out of my inventory. Right, all made. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll just quickly dump that because that's pretty useless now. So, where was the metal supply? It was down here. There it is. That big shiny mucky rock thing. So I wonder how much I can harvest out of this. Right, that wasn't as much as I was hoping for. It's only 44 metal, so that's only going to make 22 ingots. But I think I'd put another point into that. Let's just quickly check if anything interesting has been unlocked. Ooh, metal pike and crossbow. That's going to be helpful. Yeah, I'm going to need that later on down the line. But dump that, and I should be able to move. Yes, I can. So I'll load up the power saw, and quickly harvest these river rocks, because sometimes these have metal in as well. Not all the time, sometimes you have to hit about 5 of them before you find any, but yeah, It's the basic. These river rocks, these round, smooth-looking ones. They are your first port of call for metal when you start the game. What am I missing? Wood to repair the pickaxe, and I can't see. Oh, there's another big node of rock there, which is nice. I'll just quickly get the parasaur to follow me, and I should. Yeah, I thought I'd have enough off just picking up those two pieces of wood to repair the pick. If I had a metal pick, I could clear up on this beach for metal, because you do, when you use a metal pick or hatchet rather than a stone pick or hatchet, you do gather more resources. So let's just dump this extra weight. A little bit of lag there, and again, this a little unfortunate. Um, Flint doesn't actually weigh that much, which is good. So yeah, I'll harvest a bit more metal, and then when I'm done, I'll bring you back when I'm on the raft and cooking the metal up. Right, so I'm back on the on the raft. I'll quickly split this stack up and put it in each of the, or one in each of the firing forges. I'm going to need more spark powder though. But that's alright because I have a mortar and pestle here, and I have, as well as the metal I harvested, I also got quite a lot of stone and flint, so just quickly stick the spark powder in there, light that up, and we're good. Now that should get us probably about 90 metal ingots. I mean, I could get more. I mean, this would be a good place to mark on the map, so that if I ever need metal, I know there's a good spot here. So I'll quickly call a map up. Actually, I can't because I don't have a GPS. It's not letting me put a waypoint marker, or it hasn't cleared the map from my online game, so I do have a marker for a base that isn't actually here on the map. But while that's cooking up, I'll quickly gather some more Narco Berries because we're going to need them. And ooh, run, 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 run. That was not good. Oh, they're still after me. I think I lost the aggro. Yeah. Ooh, that was a bit dangerous. Some more metal there. Yeah, I can't just turn down free metal like this. That'd be ridiculous. I mean, there are times on Ark when you just wish there was metal around like this. Only got 24 out of that one. It's a bit of a shame. I was expecting a little more than that. Yeah, there we go. I'm just trying to make a mental checklist of what I'm going to need to just basic supplies. I have some stone, not much. I mean, stone's quite easy to gather, or easy to find. Wood, I should probably harvest up a load of wood just to be on the safe side, because trees, depending on what part of the map you're on, can be in quite short supply. So yeah, better to be safe than sorry. Yeah, I've got the storage box and I've got the smithy, which I can stick. I think it's 75 items in the smithy, regardless of weight. So um, yeah, I think I'll just gather up some basic essentials. So that when I do find somewhere to craft a base of kinds, then I have most of the resources on hand without having to use locally sourced material, just in case that is an issue. See, as soon as possible, I do want to upgrade whatever base I make into a stone one. But even for stone, wood is a stone construction. Wood is a vital component. But I'm going to need fibre as well, and that can be tricky in places. Especially up in the snowy areas. But just lose some of this useless weight. Have another couple of bites of food. How much did I get actually? I got 257 fibre. There's another 60. Oh, this is encumbered. I'll just hand gather to get the fibre. I mean, I will get some berries, of course, not as many as I would with using the power saw. But power saws don't harvest fibre, so unfortunately, this is the only way to do it at the moment, because I don't have an animal tamed that can harvest fibre, and I don't have a sickle. But yeah, I think I might actually also get up a supply of Narco Berries as well. Because, as you know, narcotics are always going to be required in this game, in some form or other. There we go. I have got the preserving bin on there, so I can store up quite a lot of narco berries without actually. Oh, but yeah, he's not going to be able to move with me on him as well. Yeah, I can put a good quantity of narco berries in the preserving bin before we set off. I just counteract any leakage from the water skins. They do leak quite a bit, so as soon as I can find crystal, I shall be making a... Why can't it use the ramp properly? Oh, there we go. Yeah, as soon as I find crystal, I shall be making proper water jars They don't have the leaking problem that water skins do. So I'll just take those. Take those. The stems will be helpful. Majos are always helpful. Citronal seeds, saproot seeds, longgrass seeds. Yeah, I've got quite a lot of seed now. So when I do set up a base, then I'll have the stuff required to make crop plots or plant up crop plots. I'll quickly, um, where is it? There. This is a rebuild, and I've got things in slightly different locations what they usually are. So yeah, sometime it's going to take me a while to find things by instinct. Did I put? No, it was. Was it in there? Actually, I've gone and put the berries in the wrong one, haven't I? Quickly swap that all into the preserving bin. Oh, and that's full. I can actually drop some of these MR berries in the Tintos. I don't really use. Um, actually, I don't really need those in there either. Right, this I can shift. Oh, I'll stick it straight into the smithy actually. Um, over encumbered, but if I back up, I'm the wrong side of it. Nope, it's not gonna let me. Yeah, you can chuckle. I should be able to read now. Yeah. No, just get this parasaur out of the way. Sometimes they're helpful, sometimes they're a hindrance, and sometimes they're just food or hide. So let's chuck all this in there. I've got a lot of meat. I'm just letting that spoil so that I can make more narcotics when necessary. I've got a reasonably good amount of fibre there, sorry. Thatch actually is something I'm going to need more of, as well as stone. But now I've dumped the weight, this shouldn't be a problem. If I can get down, yeah. So I'll be back shortly. Right, I'm back. I've been doing some resource gathering, and then it was nightfall, so yeah, I just thought that I'd just wait until daylight to fill you in on where we've got to. I have made a few things during the night, which will certainly aid my chances of survival. So I used some of the metal, but we've got 123 ingots left, which is great. What I made was the primitive metal pike, because unlike the stone spears, the pikes don't snap. I also made a crossbow, metal crossbow, and a metal pick and a metal hatchet. So I'm just going to replace all these in my hotbar, and then we should be good to go. I'll put that in there, and I want to put the tranks in the the crossbow, because um, with the crossbow you can actually use it underwater, unlike a regular bow. So I only need one bow on me now, in addition to the crossbow. Oh, I didn't mean to put that back on. Right. I have been checking, and I'm still not yet at a level where I can build a saddle for the Pteranodon, who's gained a couple of levels. I did have a load of meat that's spoiled, so now I've got, yeah, 60 spoiled meat. And so I harvested a load of Narco Berries, and I'll just make 60 narcotics. Um, yeah, this is the supply I've got so far. I mean, I could do with more Narco Berries, but 180 um, will keep me going quite well, considering what I've already got made up or in the process of being made. I've got 42 on me. I've got 60 making now, and I've got already got 30 trank arrows. So I think we're good for that. That was a little deeper than I expected. During the nights, I did have to have a slight redesign of the raft, because unfortunately one of that brontosaurus actually got stuck on it. No, I unfortunately you can't change the follow distance anymore, which is really unhelpful, because I can't get the pteranodon to land on the raft, and it's probably going to keep flying in circles around the raft and get in the way. I know I said I wanted to go up and explore the lighthouse, but until I've got a saddle for the pteranodon, that's not going to happen. Right, let's just quickly look at the map and try and shed some light on it. There we go. I think I'm going to go along the top of the coast and then down, because I know that there's that the map isn't complete. The developers haven't finished it yet, so there's certain areas of the map down sort of the southeast area, and from about 50-50 onwards, um, southeast, I don't think any of that part is complete yet. So yeah, I'll head the other way.
So let's set sail
And get back into first person view so I can see where I'm going. But no, this was a really handy area to start off in, with all the resources I had here at my disposal, and meat, which is crucial. The on the online multiplayer, there was so little easy meat around to tame, then I was just spending all my time spamming berries to try and stay alive. Luckily, I was harvesting quite a lot of berries, because we need narcotics and all the other berries that come with the gathering. Um, It was either that or throw. Ooh, T-Rex. Yeah, it was either that or throw them away. And I didn't really want to throw them away. They not when they could have kept me alive. Oh, water. Oh, that's a little odd. The rain didn't seem to want to, or it seemed to stop for a moment. So this is quite grassy, this area, but there's not much in the way of trees. What I do want is somewhere with a good supply of metal, good supply of trees, and water. Stone is pretty commonplace, flint's pretty commonplace, because I can get it with the stone. But metal is going to be a necessity. What's this? Is that another beached whale? Oh, two beached whales. I could get a load of spoiled meat here, and chitin as well. Um, oh, keratin. Yeah, hide, keratin and oil. I'm going to have to dump most of this spoiled meat, unfortunately. I can just about move. That's cool. I've never seen one of those in the game before. It's like a jetty. That'd be really helpful. Unfortunately, there isn't an engram to learn a jetty. You have to try and fabricate one, or create one yourself using pillars and ceilings. No, it has given me an idea, because when I find somewhere I'd like to set up as a base, then I can make a jetty to moor this to. Then I can. Oh, there's two beach whales. Right, so I'll just deal with this, and it may take a few minutes, so I'll bring you back in when I'm done. Right, unfortunately, I was a bit fumble-fingered and lost the footage. I found one of those giant whale things. I think it was called the lead sixus or saxus or something like that. But it was beached and it was still alive. And when I went up to it, it gave me the option to scrape meat. So I did, and I got 50 raw prime fish meat. So I had to build a couple of preserving bins because this stuff goes off really, really quickly, and it's such a valuable resource that I didn't want to lose it because um, it will help out on any of the fish tames to improve the taming efficiency and therefore increase the amount of levels it will possibly get. So yeah, unfortunately, I really wish I hadn't have messed up and lost the footage, but unfortunately I did, and I can't replicate it. Yeah, I can't recreate it because I don't. That whale thing is gone now. But yes, this was about where I was going to end the video anyway, um, and it was only when I went to press the stop record button or save the recordings, I realised that I'd actually lost it. So I do apologise for that. Um, it's very silly of me. It was a lack of concentration. But Anyway, I am MildWestCowboy. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy trails.